Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. Back from vacation, we got back on Sunday, and so we were able to go down to the Bahamas and Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay private island during our cruise, and then we spent some time at Universal's Epic Universe before the cruise, and then we decided to go to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure after the cruise on Saturday before we flew home. And so I took my Camelbak, and this is my Camelbak HAWG. I have had this thing for a long time. I've beat the crap out of it. I've got, my mesh is kind of worn out. I've got it, I crashed and ripped it, so I sewed it up with dental floss. The straps have kind of lost their elasticity. But this is empty right now. I haven't filled it back up with all my mountain bike crap, but this was a great thing to have both through the Universal parks, being able to fill it up with ice water and having water stations that we could refill this, carry some snacks for the grandkids, different things like that when we were in Nassau and when we were in, when we went to Coco Cay. We were able to throw, like sunscreen in here, extra, we had stuff that we threw in here. So it was really nice to have that. This was my 5th cruise. I haven't taken a Camelbak before, but my daughter said to take it specifically for the Universal parks, and I ended up using it quite a bit. So I think this is going to be a staple because it's not very heavy. This holds up to 100 ounces of water, which is like 3 Gatorade or Powerade bottles. And this particular one has a neoprene sleeve on the water tubes, so that really helps a lot in warm weather, especially when I'm mountain biking. But this is a great size to be able to have that with me. So this is going to be, I think, one of my things for expeditions or when we're getting off the ship. I don't know that I would take it on the cruise that I did a year ago when we were going to Spain and Portugal. I don't know that I would take it to Europe, but if we're talking about going down to Mexico, like Cozumel, anything like that, or down to the Caribbean or the Bahamas, I'm definitely taking this. The other thing that I will not travel without now is a pair of Hey Dudes. These are super comfortable. I took my other pair, this is my 2nd pair. I took my first pair, kind of a brown pair, with me last year, and I didn't wear them when we were in Spain and Portugal at the ports, but I did wear them on the ship all the time, and they were so comfortable and so easy to throw on and off. I did have a pair of athletic shoes for the gym, but I took this pair, and it looks like a flag. They're actually fish, maybe Swedish fish, I don't know, they're red and blue, but super comfortable. And it was just nice to have these walking around. And so these 2 pieces of gear right here are going to be a staple of my cruising when I am going anywhere, like I said, down Mexico, Caribbean, Bahamas, anything like that. So it was a good enhancement to have that. I also carried in here the small first aid kit, the white hard plastic Johnson & Johnson type first aid kit. And so it's just nice to have a little bit of stuff in here. The one thing I didn't have with me that we needed at one point was hand sanitizer. I think when my daughter had to change my granddaughter's diaper, and we weren't in a bathroom, we were in a line or somewhere or something like that, so we changed it. My daughter changed her diaper in the stroller. But aside from that, great addition. I would love to hear, is there an essential piece of gear you take with you when you travel, especially on a cruise type of vacation? Is there something that you've decided you just can't really live without? In addition to this, one of my obvious ones is paracord, because like I demonstrated, I was able to make the clothesline on our balcony. So I'd love to hear what your essential items are when you vacation, especially cruising, and how you use it and why it's indispensable to you. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.